Hi, I'm Fran James. I'm chair of BEVA's Equestrian Sports Committee, and this is just a short update on what the committee's been up to recently. Today, April 29th, we had our second meeting in approximately the last month, as things have changed fairly rapidly with COVID. As a committee, we aim to address the relevant horse health issues relating to equestrian sports and discuss updates with the relevant governing bodies and the impact of those changes on veterinary care of those competition horses. One of the first topics on the agenda, unsurprisingly, was coping with COVID and lockdown. There are obviously concerns regarding the long-term economic impact, both on racing and competition horses, of this period of lockdown and the effect that may have on horse welfare. A number of groups, including the BHA, are looking at ways to support the welfare of these competition horses in the longer term, particularly at the moment looking at support for the horses in training that have been abandoned by their owners and how to manage that situation. Another BHA update was looking at the return to racing, which is obviously completely contingent on future government guidance and when that will be safe to recommence racing behind closed doors. There are a number of countries within Europe, including Germany, France and Ireland, that are returning to racing within the next 10 to 14 days, but that will obviously, for the UK, completely depend on the next set of government guidance. In terms of future-proofing veterinary care, there are a couple of new apps being developed by the BHA and the FEI to allow remote passport checks, both for racing and competition horses, to confirm the horse's ID and also to be able to access the vaccination data for those horses without having to have direct contact with the passport, so that can all be done online. The BHA are looking to have that under fully function by the end of June, and the FEI have already trialled using that digital passport for pony measurements and are developing the vaccination aspect of it as we speak. From an FEI point of view, all competitions have obviously been cancelled, not least of which the Olympics, and everything is being rescheduled once it is safe to reopen competition. At the moment, no one really knows when that will be because it is very much contingent on individual national governing bodies, which are obviously waiting for government advice. The BEF, similarly, all the various disciplines are looking to develop plans to return to competition while trying to comply with the various distancing rules and how to make that fit for the different disciplines. Again, that's obviously subject to government guidance and the next round of advice based on that. And then finally, a little more globally, the IHSC, which convened to facilitate horse transport and make basically effectively joining competitions easier. There's obviously been the recent African horse sickness outbreak in Thailand, and they've been providing support and guidance into managing the disease and also working towards eradicating it and redeveloping the disease-free zone, and also looking at improving screening for glanders and the development of the equine disease-free zones to make international movement of these horses for competition easier once some of the travel restrictions are lifted in the future. So that's roughly what we've been doing recently.